So the first little adventure is getting it home. And it's got adventure type tyres on at the moment. Judging by the patches, are probably about 70-30, 70 road, 30 off, perhaps even 80-20. I don't really know. I'm just making those figures, just plucking those figures from the air. And it's turned out better. I'd see the black clouds up there, but it's turned out better. It's peeing hard earlier. So the first task of owning this vehicle, and it is a bit of a task, is getting the mileage up to 600 and getting the first service done. Even turning the indicators on and off is beautiful. There was a hell of a crunch to the last one and it didn't feel right at all, but this is so smooth. Yeah, got to get it up to 600 miles, stick it in for the first service, and then have a proper play. So what we're on, 240. I do about 26 a day. So about 130 a week is 2 weeks. 2 weeks commuting. It's just whether I get any free time to actually get out and have a play. But for all the crap weather we've had recently, we deserve a break in it. So one of the first things to do is tighten the throttle cable up. I don't like a lot of play in my throttles, and there's a good ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch, so I'll take that down to about 1/4 of an inch. But yes, it's so different. And I know it's got its newness and all the rest of it. Oh, newish tyres. So yes, I'll be very responsible and very mechanically friendly, mechanically sympathetic, and run it in properly for the first 600 miles, and then I think the next stage of the running will be almost definitely ignored. I have run in all the new bikes I've had. How many have I had? Three brand new bikes I've had, or 0 mileage bikes, and I've been very mechanically friendly with those and run them in correctly as per the book. But a lot of people argue for and against and all the rest of it. I do think the first 600 miles it's not a bad thing to be a bit friendly with it. I don't think you're meant to take it over 5,000 revs. I'm wrong about that, but you do want to be going up and down the gears, getting everything moving and working, to break it in, to run it in. And then on the first service they check the oil for any big lumps, they take out all the swarf, and you sort of start again. Get a clean engine that's bedded itself in, pistons have run up and down the bore at different revs, and you've been through the gearbox to work the gears, so everything has had 600 miles of proper wear. Well, I don't know what the first 200 were like. If the people who rode it are anything like me on a demo ride, they've really abused the shit out of it. But then most people who buy these bikes are very sympathetic and obey the laws of the road. Is that stereotyping, or is that just being plain rude? I think it's being plain rude. Yes. I don't think they're as abusive as me. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yes, as I say, I think it's up to 5,000 revs. You can take it initially. I'm probably wrong, it's probably 3,000. Trying to remember what the others were like. I'm sure it's 5. Well, it's getting 5. No heated grips, no centre stand, no engine bars. So, as with any decent owner of a bike, plenty of bits to buy and put on, which is all part of the journey. And that's it really. That's all I've got to say about it. I think that was quite enough. Was it quite enough? I think it was quite enough. But yes, I did have a quick look through specs and all the rest of it, and the two bikes should be the same. But this just doesn't feel... it doesn't feel worn out. So I hope that's not indicative of the V-Strom, that it does get worn out quickly, because I want to, hopefully this will be the last expensive purchase of a bike I ever make. I was hoping the 2014 one was going to be that way, but as I say, with all the electrical niggles, I just couldn't trust it anymore, so it went. And I think you can tell how much I love the 2014 one, because I bought one exactly the same. You know, if there was other things that I didn't like about it, I would have changed. You know, I had a choice of white, red or black, of which I liked all the colours. I just prefer the red, the racing red from a sports tourer. More tourer than sports, I grant you. An adventure. Every journey's an adventure, isn't it? You don't naturally have to go off-road and ruin the looks of your bike. But yes, there you go. I've bought another new bike. And hopefully now, apart from getting different project bikes, this will outlast me. And kids, if you're watching, I'm going to try and leave it in some sort of decent condition that you can sell it and actually make some money on your inheritance. Failing that, you need to open a scrapyard, because there'll be plenty of crap in the shed. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. Ta-ra.